Good morning, this is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus, and I will today talk about an upcoming chat with Chad. I think Chad and Neil with an I, is it Neil with an I? Neil with an I, Neil with an A, I don't know which one. So, as I do these videos, I'm trying to force habits. So my habits have been better these past couple years than for a long time, because I am really trying to put habits in that I actually want to my life to be shaped by. So some exercise, some guitar, some prayer, some Bible reading, these habits. So, and the big thing that I want to accomplish is that in some kind of retirement scenario, I could give testimony and play music as just some little church guy who goes to little local churches and testifies so that people can witness a way to act as a follower of Jesus. So music is all well and good. That's a gift or talent that you can develop. But the main thing I feel like my life has been is this doing things so that other people can witness. So you volunteer at church. And it's like, am I doing it because I'm good at it? No. I'm doing it because I think that's what you do. And as you do things, other people see that it's not that hard. This dope can do it. If this dope can do it, I can do it. And there's some sense that we are to testify to each other so that we can witness each other following Jesus. And it's not some glorious, it's carrying a cross. For goodness sakes, it's not glorious. It's not the heavenly kingdom that fame and riches. There's none of that. No fame and riches. So when you see fame and riches, you think, not sure that's Jesus' work. It's simply one of the options of the way you would think about it. So I'm going to be talking to Chad, who I love this little corner and the idea of what they are developing. And it's a place where regular people can talk and tell their story and show others that talking and telling your story is the faithful following of Jesus. Now, not just online. Remember, embody. It is to be, you are actually a body, and this is, Grimm is saying that this is real life, and of course it is. I'm actually standing here talking to a phone. It is real life. But next, real life is going to grab me. The world is going to grab me. And I'm going to have to go eat food. This morning is the breakfast with my church. So I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to go to work and do hard work so that people give me money so that I can live indoors, because I like living with this roof over my head and indoor plumbing and the whole thing. Heat in the winter. A little AC in the summer. Cutting grass. I have to do things. The world grabs me. It doesn't let me go. This thing, this internet video thing, is real life, but it has to be a portion. So I'm going to be talking on video to Chad, and I love all the people of the corner. I don't have time for all of them. I really have given Paul Vanderklay almost all my time. And then I'd hope to talk to him and have some, brilliant, like I'm Jordan Hall. I'm going to say brilliant things, and he's going to be, that really leads him on some kind of trail of some great high-level conversation. No, I'm just a regular guy. It turns out I'm not Jordan Hall, Jordan Peterson, Vervaeke, or Peugeot. I'm one of the regular guys who embodies. So back to Chad. What I think I want to do is play the songs that I've been practicing, and I think I'll email him some lyrics so that in July I'll prepare him and say, hey, let's do something different. It'll take me about a half an hour to run through my songs, and then we can chat. and have a discussion of what embodying is, what heaven and hell is, what our stories are, because I did give him a heads up on the idea of story. But now, having read Jeanette McCurdy's book, I'm Glad My Mom Died, and having wrestled with this idea, because remember Jordan Peterson, we who wrestle with God, that's actually what we do. It's actually what we do. So, I don't remember where I was going. Jeanette McCurdy, I'm practicing these songs. Oh, I gave him a heads up on what I was going to talk about, which was stories. So we live out these stories, and most of us are sad and a little lonely because our stories seem so mundane. But one of the problems with stories is they're condensed, and they're this archetypal thing where only the most important lessons are drawn to the top of the story, and the long, uneventful walks of life, the real life, doesn't get translated into story. So I told him I would talk about story, and now I want to talk about heaven and hell, because the thing I was struggling with is, how can the last be first? It doesn't work that way in real life here in the world. Just like this internet existence doesn't really play out the way we would like it. It seems like IRL in real life, which I just watched. It was Christian and Grimm were talking, and he said there's no IRL, but the truth is there sort of is IRL. This sort of isn't IRL. This is a dimension of life that we can't live in, because I can't get food. I can look at food in the camera. I can look at some beautiful pictures of food, but I need IRL food. I actually need a plate of steak and potatoes and green beans. It can't be the image. So remember, embody. So the other thing, The First Shall Be Last, this book by Jeanette McCurdy, she won the golden ticket. And the golden ticket for her was not heaven. It was hell. It wasn't heaven. It was Hollywood. And Hollywood, as everyone's finding out about Nickelodeon now, is a place where hell can really dominate a life. So the idea that the stars are heavenly beings, we use them to guide our lives, which is a quip that I got from Paul Vanderklay, probably not original, but maybe, I don't know. You remember, he thinks pastors lie and steal, so I don't know. I don't know if that's his quote, but that we use the stars to guide us. Why do we call Jeanette McCurdy a star? Because we use stars to guide our lives. So whoever your stars are, whoever you put in this highest place, this hierarchical role, that's how you guide your life. So that's it for now. I'm going to continue to prepare songs and try my best to not be embarrassed and just play music, even if I'm not good enough. So how will the last be first? Somehow the not good enough are the ones Jesus is taking and putting in this high position. So I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm pretty average, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. That's part of my big plan, my big scheme to change the world. There you go. Now you're in on the secret. That's all.